Hello, and welcome to the month of Spooky. Scary stories are a part of life. We've been telling them since the dawn of man over campfires, radio broadcasts, television, and these days, social media. They remind us of our own mortality, get our adrenaline going, and send chills through our bodies that, well, we just can't explain. During this month, you can expect the unexpected, hear the unbelievable, and witness stories that will stretch your imagination. Why? Because that is what we do here at Ron's Amazing Stories. So settle in for the spooky and be prepared to be taken away from today. Hello and welcome to the podcast, a place where we step back into the golden age of radio, that magical time when fear came from imagination, not special effects. I'm your host Ron, and this week we're keeping our month of spooky rolling right along. Now, last time we rode the ghost train of the mysterious traveler. This week, we're stepping into something a little older, a little dustier, and maybe a little creepier. The Hermit's Cave. If you've never heard the Hermit's Cave, you're in for a treat. It was one of radio's most enduring horror programs, a syndicated show that began in 1937 and haunted the airwaves well into the 1940s. It was created by Mr. and Mrs. Eric Howlett, and it started on WJR in Detroit and later found a second home at KMPC in Los Angeles, where a young William Conrad, yes, the future star of Cannon and Gunsmoke, served as its producer. More than 800 episodes were produced, but sadly fewer than 40 are known to survive. Like so many ghostly voices from the past, most have faded into the static. The beauty of the series was its format. Each episode began with the eerie cackle of the Hermit himself, a creepy host who lured listeners into his cave for a tale of the weird and the strange. Simple, direct, and surprisingly unsettling. You know, as we continue our month of spooky, it's worth asking, why do we humans love being scared? Last time we talked about adrenaline and safe fear, but maybe it's something deeper. Horror, whether it's on the radio or the silver screen, let us peek into the dark corners of our imaginations without having to actually live there. It's cathartic. When a monster's defeated or a ghost fades away, we breathe easier. And maybe we appreciate the light just a little bit more. In radio's heyday, fear wasn't about what you saw. It is what you heard. A creaking door, a lonely scream, or a voice whispering, "It happened on Sunday." Our first story from the Hermit's Cave is called It Happened on Sunday. It is episode 10 of the series, and true to form, it starts quietly, then slides straight into the strange. What begins as a simple day of rest soon becomes a day of reckoning. So, dim the lights and join me deep in the Hermit's Cave.
Now, it's time for the Hermit. Ghost stories, weird stories, and murders too.
close of them all. Turn out your lights. Turn them out. Have you heard the story? It happened on Sunday. Eh? Then listen while the Hermit tells you the story.
Yes?
Your cousin, Viola Straight, is here to see you, Mr. Straight.
Viola. Swell. Send her right in.
Yes, Mr. Straight.
That's a coincidence. Just about to call her. Hello, Vi.
Hello, Dave.
Here, take this chair. Most comfortable one in the office. You know, I was just saying to myself, this is a coincidence. I was just going to call you.
Were you?
Yes. Raymond just called me about 20 minutes ago.
He did?
Yeah.
Well, this is more of a coincidence than you thought, because I came up to talk about Ray.
Well, what do you know about that?
I just had to talk with someone. And, of course, Dave, you were the logical person. He's your closest friend. You introduced us a year ago.
Which should give me the right to be best man at your wedding, don't you think?
If there is any wedding.
Hmm?
Oh, Dave, there's something terribly wrong with Raymond these last 3 weeks. He isn't the same person.
Vi, haven't I told you before? When he gets one of these painting streaks of his, he isn't like other people. He always goes out to his studio cottage and refuses to see any of his friends.
I know those moods, but this is different.
In what way?
I don't know where to begin to tell you. I've been so upset. It's so baffling. It all started 3 weeks ago. Monday night, Ray and I were having dinner at Meadow Lane Inn. You know that place, about 4 miles from his cottage?
Oh, sure.
Well, we'd driven out to the cottage in the afternoon. Ray was going to pick up some canvases he had out there. The housekeeper...
Mrs. Orion, you mean?
Yes. Well, she and her husband hadn't expected Ray to call that day, and they were house cleaning.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't go into the living room. I stood in the hallway, and I heard Ray tell Mrs. Orion to burn that big oil painting he made of his wife, just a few months before she died.
You heard him tell her to burn it?
Yes. He said it upset him so every time he came out and looked at it. He didn't mention it when we got in the car and drove to the inn. Then, while we were eating, he scarcely spoke to me. So while we were having our coffee, I decided to break the silence. I overheard what you said to your housekeeper while we were at the cottage. I wasn't supposed to, I know.
What are you referring to, Vi?
About burning that lovely painting.
Oh, I see.
You weren't going to do it because of me, because you thought it might annoy me?
No.
Then why destroy it, Ray?
I think it's best. Miriam belongs to a dead past.
You can't kill memories.
No, that's true.
Ray, I don't know how to say this exactly, but perhaps you shouldn't marry me in August. Maybe you aren't ready to marry anyone yet. After all, it'll only be 3 years this month. I know how much you mourned, how much you loved her.
Vi, let's not talk about it anymore. Our plans are all made. Believe me, it's best for you to forget all that you heard me say to Mrs. Orion. Please, let's not mention it again.
Naturally, I said nothing more. But from that night, Raymond seemed to change. Evenings when we've gone out, he's silent, almost morose. He doesn't seem to be aware that I'm in his presence. Then, Monday of this week, he called to say he was going out to the cottage. But he didn't say when he would see me again. He didn't invite me to drive out there. It was almost as if he was saying goodbye for good.
That's strange.
You say he just called you?
Yes.
Did he have anything to say about him and me?
No, he didn't, Vi. But he was very upset. He asked me how busy I was. And then he said, Dave, you've got to come out here no matter how busy you are. I want you to come out and stay the rest of the week.
What can be the matter?
I don't know. Isn't like Ray, I'll admit.
Are you going out?
Tomorrow. Told him I had some work that I couldn't leave until tomorrow afternoon.
Oh.
I'll tell you what. Tomorrow's Friday. You can drive out Saturday afternoon.
Oh, but Dave, if he doesn't want me to be...
Oh, nonsense. You come out. I won't tell him. We'll rig up a surprise party. Whatever's eating him, you'll get it off his chest Friday night. By the time you get there, he'll be straightened around.
I hope so.
Will you come?
Yes, if you think it's all right. I don't have to tell you how much I think of Ray. I'll do anything to help him. And although it would break my heart if he's decided it's best for him not to marry me, I'll respect his wishes.
Forget that angle.
He loved Miriam very much, didn't he?
None of us saw anything of her or Ray while she lived, but I suppose he did.
You know it. He never left her side. He allowed her to stay in the cottage while he painted. They were inseparable companions for 7 years. You can't forget anything like that in 3. No. Why did I have to meet him? Why did I have to fall in love with him?
Vi, you're creating unnecessary mountains. Now, I don't know what's wrong, but I know it isn't anything to fret about. So stop worrying and come out Saturday afternoon ready to have a good time. You'll see. Everything will be straightened out. Well, Mrs. Orion, it's nice to see you again.
I'm glad to see you, Mr. Strange.
Now, where's this guy who dragged me away from a busy office on Friday afternoon?
He's up in the studio. He said to tell you when you're came to come right up there.
Fine. I thought when he called me yesterday that he might be ill.
Oh, no, Mr. Strange. It's not any physical illness he's got. It's something mental.
So, just exactly what do you mean?
I can't say any more. I shouldn't have said what I have. But if you're his friend, Mr. Straight, you'll urge him to get away from the cottage this weekend.
Well, how...
Now, please don't ask me any questions, Mr. Straight. I can't say another thing. And don't mention to him what I have said.
No, of course not.
Just remember, Mr. Putnam isn't himself, not at all. And he needs you. He needs your help and friendship.
He has both, Mrs. Orion.
You know how I feel about him. At times, it seems like he's my son. I've taken care of him ever since his parents died all these years since.
I know how you feel.
And yet I'm just his housekeeper. I have to remember that. Now, shall I take you up to the studio?
No, thanks. I'll burst in and surprise him. See you later, Mrs. Orion. Believe me, I'm looking forward to one of your good dinners.
Come in.
How are you, Ray?
Hello, Dave. I'm glad you came.
Gosh, I thought from the urgency of your invitation that you wanted me to come out and pose for a painting. I've often wondered why you never saw anything worthwhile in this mug of mine. Yeah, what's wrong, Ray? Just no go?
There's nothing wrong. I invited you down because you haven't visited me for a long time. That's all.
Okay, Ray. Been doing some work?
No.
It's a doggone shame that you came into so much money you don't have to paint for a livelihood. You've done some mighty fine things. Now, listen, you can't walk the floor this way and still insist there's nothing wrong. Well, why keep it all to yourself? Why not get it off your chest? You invited me down here for a purpose. Look, we've been friends for years. I'm the logical person for you to confide in. Now, come on, stop walking this room like a lion in a cage. Listen to me. Is it Vi? Have you found you don't care for her?
No.
Is it something about your health?
No.
Well, then it can't be anything very serious.
If you're my friend, don't ask me any more questions. If you want to know why I invited you down here, it's because I don't want to be alone. I want you here.
Your wish is granted. Now, what do you say we have a stroll around the grounds, and then urge Mrs. Orion to serve dinner early, Come start.
Dave, we can't leave the studio. You've got to eat here with me. We'll sleep here tonight. You see, I've had Mrs. Orion bring 2 cots in here. You've got to stay right here in this room with me. Now, wait, don't ask me why. Just give in to this whim of mine, or whatever you want to call it.
You have me baffled, I'll admit.
Maybe someday I can explain. If I ever do, then remember this episode is between you and me. Never to be mentioned to anyone else. Now, let's settle down.
12 o'clock. Guess I'll roll up in my bunk, Ray. You ought to do the same.
Go ahead if you're sleepy.
I am. Wish I could persuade you to have a game of golf with me in the morning.
I will in a few days.
Well, what's wrong with tomorrow?
You heard what I said. I'm not leaving the studio until Sunday morning.
So that's that. Well, I'll be talking to you in the morning. Seems a doggone shame to sleep on an old cot like this when this house is filled with good beds. You're turned out to be a heck of a host. Yeah. Good night.
Good night. Dave. Dave. Did you hear it? Someone laughing. Someone laughing as if they were right outside the windows of the studio. No one can get in these windows. They're all locked.
Hey, what is this? As if anyone would put up a fireman's ladder to try to climb in this third-floor studio.
You don't know what you're talking about.
Well, I hope you do. Maybe you're expecting someone to drop in through the skylight.
Listen. Did you hear it?
Oh, sure. Someone at the door. Well, get on my robe before you let them in.
What? No one here. You heard the knocking on the door, but you see there's no one here. Mrs. Orion was right. What she told me is true. She came back last year at the same time and the year before. She won't rest in her grave. Mrs. Orion was right. She does come back.
This business has to be cleared up once and for all. Here, Mrs. Orion, you sit here in this chair.
Thank you, Mr. Street.
Pete, supposing you sit here.
Sure.
Hate to get you two good folks out of your beds at 1 o'clock in the morning, but I want this crazy business cleared up.
My wife and I don't mind, Mr. Straight.
Oh, we don't mind at all. Anything we can do to help Mr. Putnam.
There's nothing anyone can do.
I want the whole of this story. Now, Mrs. Orion, Ray tells me that for the past 2 years since Miriam died, that you people think she has walked about in this house each year on the eve of the night she died.
Oh, yes, Mr. Straight. Pete and I heard the walking up in the studio.
We heard something, all right. Got up to investigate, but we didn't see anybody.
Of course you didn't. You know that there's no possibility of such a thing being true. Mrs. Orion, just this afternoon you told me how much you thought of Ray. Well, if that's so, why in thunder would you tell him such yarns?
He made me tell him. I didn't want to. I tried to convince myself there wasn't anything to it. But we did hear walking up in the studio, and we heard her laughing just like she used to do. Mr. Putnam, he made me listen on the night last year and the year before and report to him.
Ray, what made you think Miriam's spirit would come back to haunt this house?
Because she said she would, just before she died.
Well, of all that... Now, come on. Suppose you tell me the whole of this wild tale,
You might as well know it all, Mrs. Orion.
Well, that's what I say.
I was a coward. I stayed away from the cottage last year and the year before at this time. These days are the anniversary of her death. I was afraid of a threat.
Go on, Ray.
No one but Pete and Mrs. Orion knew what Miriam was like. She was insane, Dave, but I never let anyone know it. I never let her out of my sight. What I'm saying is true, isn't it, Mrs. Orion?
Oh, the poor boy put up with more than anyone will ever know.
She used to stand here in the studio when I'd be painting and laugh, just as she did tonight. Creep up behind me as I worked. What? Miriam, you frightened me.
Sure. You're always afraid of me. Afraid that I will kill you.
Miriam, where'd you get that knife?
Out of the kitchen. Mrs. Orion never saw me take it.
Give it to me, Miriam.
I'm going to kill you with it. Just like I'm going to slash your picture to threads right now.
Miriam, don't. Miriam, wait.
Your horrible old pictures. No one wants to buy them. None of them are any good. None of them are any good. Why don't you paint me? You paint everything and everybody but me. You don't paint me because you want to spite me. I know it.
I'd intended to paint her for a long time. I tried to, but she wouldn't sit for me. And when she did, it was always to annoy me. She'd sit and grimace, laugh. I should have put her in an institution, but I couldn't bear the thought of that. She was beautiful, frail. I was afraid of the treatment they might give her. So I kept her near me all the time. Mrs. Orion and Pete were frightened, but they stayed on for my sake. Finally, I decided to paint Miriam even though she wouldn't sit for me. This seemed to mollify her somewhat.
Oh, she was much easier to handle those last few months.
Almost friendly-like.
That was because she was growing weaker, though we didn't know it. You see, I had never called in a doctor for fear he would judge her insane. And then that last night, as Mrs. Orion and I stood by her bed, she raised up, looked at me wildly.
I'll come back every year at this same time. Do you understand what I say? I'll come back every year until I have my revenge.
We heard what she said, Mr. Straight. But I told Mr. Putnam not to worry over it none. She was always saying crazy things.
I did forget it for a little time after she was gone. But 2 years ago, and then last year, as the time of the anniversary of her death drew near, her threat bothered me. I wouldn't come near the studio. Pete and Mrs. Orion watched for me. They heard her. And then this year I realized that I couldn't marry Vi until I was sure in my own mind. Until I'd stayed here myself. And then tonight I did hear her laugh. It was as distinct as if she were alive. So there's only one thing to do. Tomorrow at midnight, if I hear a knock at this door, even though I see no one, I'll use my revolver. I'll fire at her unseen spirit standing at the door of this studio.
An unseen spirit, a visitor at midnight. Will she return again? Will she make a threat come true? The Hermit will tell you before the night is done.
Now the Hermit again.
It is nearing the hour of midnight. Again, Ray Putnam and his friends sit in the studio. This time, both are alert, listening for any sound they may hear.
Miss Orion left us some sandwiches and coffee, Ray. Want to join me in a snack?
No.
Well, I'm going to have coffee, or I may fall asleep on you. Stays piping hot in this thermos jug. Good cup of coffee is just what you need.
No, nothing.
You know, it's a strange thing to me how you can be taken in by all this nonsense. You aren't going to hear anything tonight or any night.
You forget that I did last night.
Oh, you listened so hard last night you had to hear anything your mind created.
Didn't you hear someone knock?
You had me believing almost anything. I feel so darn silly. As if we were playing a game of cops and robbers. You sitting here with that gun, both of us waiting for a spirit to make an appearance. Here I was planning on having a swell weekend. I told Vi to come out today, but with things as they are, I decided it was best to call her and tell her not to come. Better have some of this coffee.
Dave.
Yeah.
Look at that rocking chair. The one Miriam always sat in. It's moving. See it? Rocking back and forth.
Oh, what's funny about that? I've seen chairs rock by themselves lots of times. Wind catches them.
Miriam sitting in that chair. I see her. She's sitting in the rocker.
Oh, get a hold of yourself. There isn't anyone there.
Stop that laughing. I'll end that insane laughter of yours forever.
Ray! You're the one who's insane. There's no one sitting in that chair. Oh, you frightened the wits out of the Orient. They're coming up the stairs.
Mr. Straight, it's us. Is everything all right?
Coming. I'll let you in.
Get away from me. You can't touch me.
Why, it's all his imagination. Fired at the rocker. Thought she was sitting in it.
Mr. Putnam, what's the matter? What's wrong?
She's got her hands around my throat.
There ain't anyone in here but us, Mr. Putnam.
Her hands around my throat. Stop. Stop. I'll confess. I poisoned you. I had to kill you. But you might have harmed innocent people. It was best to kill you. But stop.
Mr. Straight,
Let me breathe.
Ray, there's no one in this room. Miriam didn't return. Ray.
What's the matter with him?
Call a doctor, Mrs. Orion. I'm afraid he's dying. Get a doctor here immediately. Vi, it's a terrible thing. There's really nothing any of us can say to comfort you.
He poisoned Miriam.
Yes, he told us just before he died.
You don't think she really did come back to carry out her threat of revenge?
I saw no one. I think Ray died of a guilty conscience. But of course, it's true that there were finger marks on his throat, as if someone had choked him. And that is the part that is hard to figure out.
It happened on Sunday night. At midnight, a ghost figure returned. The spirit returned as she said she would to avenge her murderer. Yes. Turn on your lights. Turn them on. I'll be back. Pleasant dreams.
Well, that's one Sunday I wouldn't care to relive. The Hermit always had a knack for finding the dark side of ordinary life. But don't wander too far, we've got another visit to make, and this one's to a house that's been waiting for a very long time. Our second tale tonight is one of the best known from the Hermit's Cave, the house on Lost Man's Bluff. It is a classic haunted house story, full of mystery, guilt, and the kind of ghostly justice that makes radio horror the best. Many fans and historians listed among the 30 greatest scary stories of the golden age of radio. Let's head back into the cave for another eerie encounter.
Hermit, you're next.
Ghost stories, weird stories, and murders too. The Hermit knows of them all. Turn out your lights. Turn them out. Have you heard the story? The house on Lost Man's Bluff, eh? Then listen while the Hermit tells you the story.
For heaven's sake.
What is it, Denton?
Out of gas?
Couldn't be, Charles. Denton filled up at the last stop. What is it, Denton?
For heaven's sake, Nan, how do I know? Well, that's that.
Ooh, I hope we don't get stranded in this forsaken territory.
Well, that'd be something, wouldn't it? We haven't passed a house in the last 3 hours.
Well, I might as well get out and see what I can do.
You want me to take a look at it, Denton?
No, I'll tinker with it a while. You and Nan sit down on the side of the road.
I might be able to find the trouble for you, Dad.
Charles was only trying to help, Denton.
Never mind, I say. I'll have the thing going in a moment. Do as I say. Sit along the road. I'm going to work.
Come on, Charles. Let's do as he says.
Just as you say, Denton.
Here's a nice place to sit, Charles. We can look right down into a valley from here.
Why, it is nice, isn't it?
See? You can look all over the valley.
Wonder what they call this place.
I wouldn't know. Oh, look. We're not so far from civilization as I thought.
A town at the lower end of the valley.
Yes.
Now, that's still a long way away. You see? The road takes a roundabout way along the rim of the valley.
Uh-huh.
Say, I bet that's where I'm going to work.
Do you think so?
I'll just bet you that's where the job is that Denton got for me.
Way out? Away from everything?
Oh, I don't know. Looks like a nice little town. I'll make out all right.
I hate to have you leaving us, Charles. I'll be terribly lonesome.
Oh, I'll get back to the city occasionally.
You must be sure to do that.
Sure I will. Man, Denton can't hear us talking from here, can he?
No.
I have a feeling that he managed this job for me way out here because he didn't want me living with you two anymore.
Oh, no, Charles. Why should he object to my own brother living with us?
You've got me there. I can't figure it out. When I first came to stay with you, Denton talked of getting me work close by.
I knew he did.
Man, there's something strange about it.
I don't know exactly what you mean, Charles.
Yes, you do. Ever since Denton came back from that road trip, he's acted strange.
Now that you mention it, I think I have noticed something different about Denton.
He was jolly and friendly enough to me when I first arrived. And now, all of a sudden, he's changed.
Maybe we're imagining it all.
Doesn't seem that he'd be jealous of his wife's own brother, does it?
No. Denton's not like that.
But he has been for the last 10 days. Morose, sullen, sitting most of the time staring at me.
Maybe he feels I've been paying more attention to you than to him.
Maybe that's it.
It's only natural that I'd be solicitous of my own brother, whom I haven't seen for so many years.
We won't talk about it anymore. All I hope is that he isn't ill, that you aren't going to have trouble with me so far away.
You said we mustn't worry about it. We won't.
No.
I do wish he'd get the car started.
He wouldn't let me help him. Fairly pushed me away.
Denton's frightfully independent. But I wish he'd hurry.
Nervous?
I think we're going to have a storm. We should be getting out of these hills and down into town quickly.
Say, the sky is getting black and gloomy.
Look over to the west. Clouds are piling up fast.
Something of a wind coming up, too.
Denton just stands there looking at the car as if he didn't know what he was doing.
Maybe he doesn't. Well, let's go back over. Maybe you'll let me help him now.
All right.
Watch your step. There are jagged pieces of rock here.
That wind's getting stronger every minute.
It sure is. Looks like we might be getting a tornado. How are you making out, Denton?
What?
Located the trouble?
We should hurry, Denton. There's a terrific storm coming up fast.
Can't make the car go if it doesn't want to.
Look at the sky, Denton. We're in for a real storm.
Wow. There goes my hat. No use chasing it now.
Please, hurry. Get the car started.
All right. All right, get inside. Maybe it'll go now.
Let's hurry.
We'll have to drive like mad to get out of these hills and into the village before the storm breaks.
I know these roads. I'll get you out all right.
Denton, don't be so cross. Jump on every word Charles says.
Then don't give me orders.
Oh, look. The sky was lighted by that streak of light. Now look how black it is. Turn on the lights of the car, Denton.
Easy. You'll never be able to keep the car on the road with a wind like this.
What are we going to do, Denton? It'll blow the car off the road and hurl us down the hill.
Wow. That was a peal of thunder.
Denton, we can't drive on in this.
No, I know we can't.
What are we going to do, Dan? Can we sit in the car and be safe?
We aren't going to sit here. We're going to make for shelter.
But where?
There's a house sitting up there on the rock.
so dark I can't see it.
There's a house up there. I got caught in a storm the last time I was through here. Climbed up to that house and stayed until it blew over.
Well, can we get up there all right?
We can make it. We'll have to. Get out of the car. We've got to start right away. Hurry, climb out. Give me your hand, Dad.
It's in the middle of the afternoon and black as night.
Now, we've got to climb fast. We'll all take hold of hands and start up the rock. We've got to get to that house. We've got to get there. Give me your hand, Nan. Let's
dark.
go. Hurry. Come on.
Knock on the door, Dan.
We don't have to knock. We walk right in.
What?
Hurry. Get inside.
Oh. Boy, what a relief. I thought for a few minutes we might not make it.
I'll bolt this door so the wind won't rip it open.
Who owns this place? Doesn't anyone live here?
There was no one living in it when I stopped on my way through here last time.
It must belong to someone. It's completely furnished.
Whoever owns it hasn't been here for a long time, then. Everything's covered with dust and cobwebs. I can see them even in this pale light.
It's so dark in here. Can't you find a lamp or something, Denton?
I'll get a light. There's one in this room off the hall.
Come on, Charles, let's follow him. I don't like standing in this dark hall.
I found a lamp. I'll have it lighted in a moment.
Oh, it's so damp and cold in here. Ooh.
There. Huh. Light makes it better, doesn't it?
Some.
Maybe. I don't like the looks of this place.
At least we're out of the storm, Nan.
You stopped here on your last trip through, Denton? And there was no one living here then?
That's what I said, wasn't it?
But it's completely furnished. Surely someone lives here now.
Maybe they do. They aren't here now.
Almost like a dungeon in the room. Windows are built so high.
Something like a fort. But it's grand Denton knew of this place. It's shelter out of the storm. The wind couldn't blow this building over.
Denton?
What?
What are you staring at?
What?
You heard what I said. What are you staring out into the hall for?
Say, Dan, are you all right?
Don't clench your hands that way. What do you see?
Did I say I saw anything?
What's the matter with you?
Don't keep asking me questions. I've got you out of the storm. Isn't that enough? Now leave me alone.
Where are you going? Where are you going, Denton? Stop him, Charles.
Don't you think we all of us sit in here? When the storm blows over, we can drive on.
What's wrong with him? He's moving like a person in a trance. Get him to come back in this room.
Are you ill, Denton? Is there something we can do?
Stay right where you are. Both of you.
What is it?
I'm going into that room across the hall.
But why don't we all stay together? It's dark in here. I don't like it. I want you to stay near me.
I said I'm going into that room across the hall. And I'm going alone. Your brother Charles will take care of you. You prefer his company, don't you?
Is that what's wrong with you? Why do you act this way toward my brother?
You might as well make up your minds. Both of you. That we'll stay in this house until morning. I'm going into this room to sleep.
Denton?
It's no use.
He is ill.
He's got it in for me. Come on. Let's go back where the lamp is.
Listen. You hear what he's doing?
Barricading the door.
What does all this mean? Oh, Charles.
Let's get back to where the lamp is.
It's as if he's lost his mind.
Sit down. It's been coming on him for some time. Ever since he made that last trip through here. We know that.
What shall we do? Why did he go into that room and leave us?
As soon as we get into town, we'll persuade him to see a doctor. Let's make the best of it now. If he wants to leave us and sleep, let him.
Oh.
It's tough on you, Nan. I'm sorry I brought you all this trouble.
Denton's never been this way before. There's something dreadfully wrong. What was that?
Oh, is that Denton laughing?
No, it can't be. He's never laughed like that in his life.
Oh, it's coming from the room Denton went into. That's for sure.
He's going mad. Oh, Charles.
Come on. You'll have to let us in.
Denton? Denton, what is it?
Let us in. Dan, let us in.
Locked?
Bolted and barricaded.
Denton, please let us in. It is coming from in there. But it's not Denton. It can't be. Oh, what are we going to do? What shall we do?
Everything's all right now, Nan. He's quieted down.
He answered you the last time you went over to the room?
Yes. He said, I'm all right. Go away.
Oh.
I think he's going to sleep now. We might as well do the same.
I can't sleep in this horrible house.
Yes, you can. It'll only be a few hours before morning.
But what if Denton refuses to come out of that room in the morning?
He'll be better in the morning. The storm's passed over, too. Everything will seem different in the morning.
Leave the lamp burning. I'm scared.
Sure. I'll set it on the mantel. It won't bother our eyes, but it will shed some light.
Yes, that will be all right. You think Denton will sleep?
I think he's asleep now. I'd break the door down, Nan, if I thought it would do any good. But I think it's best to let him get over this spell by himself.
I'll never believe it was he laughing.
Who could it have been but Denton? Oh, now don't worry anymore. Try to get some sleep. If he calls out, I'll wake you up.
It seems like a nightmare, doesn't it?
It will in the morning. Everything will be different then. Go to sleep now. You need the rest.
Who stood over Charles ready to kill him, eh? The Hermit will tell you before the night is done.
Now, back to the Hermit.
Terror-stricken, Charles and Nan stand in the middle of the room in this strange house on Lost Man's Bluff, wondering who tried to kill Charles. Listen.
You mean you think it was...
I know it was Denton.
Oh, that's ridiculous. Denton trying to kill me.
I know it was he. With his hands reaching out for your throat.
Oh, no.
And when I screamed, he ran back into that room and closed the door. Charles, where are you going?
I'm going to get him out of that room before something really happens.
You mustn't go near him.
I've got to. No, you stay here.
Never. I'm going with you.
I'm going to make him let me in there.
He may try to kill you again.
I don't think he will. You stay behind me. Denton? Denton!
Denton!
The door's unlocked. Denton? Stay back, man. I'm going to light a match. Great heaven. Denton.
What is it?
Get back. Don't look.
Why are you closing the door? What is it, Charles? What did you see?
No. Denton's...
Something's happened to him. Something's happened to Denton. What is it, Charles? Tell me quick. What is it?
Denton's hanged himself. Keep hold of yourself, Nan. We've got to get out of here. Down into town and get the authorities here.
Denton. Denton, hang yourself.
Let's hope the car runs. We've got to get into town. The laughter again.
Look. Up at the top of the stairs.
What is it?
In this faint light, it looks like the figure of a man.
Yes, but you can see right through him. What? He's disappeared.
Standing there at the head of the stairs, pointing at us. Then vanished.
That same laughter.
Charles, you're not going up there. We're going to get out of the place right away and get help. Quick, hurry, we must get help.
But I tell you, it's urgent. You've got to go up there right now.
Go up to that house on Lost Man's Bluff before daybreak?
Right now.
Oh, no. Not me.
But my husband is dead in that house.
Wouldn't ever enter the door of that house at night. No, sir. Neither would anyone else in this town.
Denton is dead.
He ain't the first one to die up there.
What do you mean?
Ain't never heard of the house on Lost Man's Bluff?
No. We don't live around here.
Oh, well, that explains that.
What did you mean when you said that Denton was not the first man to die there?
5 years ago, a fella that owned that house killed his brother, then hanged himself.
What?
That's right. But hanging didn't seem to take him out of this world. Now, I ain't the only one that's been there, passed there at night and heard his wild laughter. It's fit to make the hair stand right up on a man's spine. Other folks tried to live in that house. But you know what happens to them when they go in a certain room in that house?
The room Denton tried to sleep in?
The desire to kill enters in them. And the laughter of him that belongs to the other world drives them mad. They can't get away from it. They return to the place.
Charles, that's what happened to Denton. He said he'd been in that house before.
They try to kill if there's anyone near to kill, and then they take their own lives. It's happened to 3 other people. One man got back to town and told his experience, but he went back up there a few weeks later and took his life, hanged himself. Oh, no, sir. You'll have to wait till morning. Won't get nobody to go up there in the night to that house on Lost Man's Bluff.
from the house on Lost Man's Bluff continues to pierce the night. Don't ever go near it after sundown. No. Turn on your lights. Turn them on. I'll be back. Pleasant dreams.
You know, listening to these old radio horrors remind me how different the scares were back then. On the big screen, for example, horror could show you the monster, the dripping fangs, the bloodshot eyes, the rising fog. However, it all had that fake look. But radio made you imagine it. And what we can imagine is almost always scarier than anything Hollywood could build in a makeup chair. And that's why shows like The Hermit's Cave still work today. Even after all these years, the imagination remains the best special effect ever invented. So, there you have it. It happened on Sunday and the house on Lost Man's Bluff. 2 ghostly gems from The Hermit's Cave. As the spooky season rolls on, remember that being scared now and then is good for the soul. It reminds us that mystery still exists. And even in a world of science and smartphones, a good ghost story can still make us glance over our shoulder. Until next time, I'm Ron, wishing you pleasant dreams. And may the hermit's laughter echo just far enough away. Stay scared and always stay amazing.
These are your stories, sent by you, for you.
Before we wrap up tonight's show, I wanted to share something special. You know, back in the old days of Ron's Amazing Stories, we used to feature tales sent in by our listeners. Real stories from real people who had strange and spooky experiences of their own. Well, I dug into the archives and I found one. It comes to us from Nebraska, courtesy of Edwin Smith. Edmund was a rodeo clown in the late 90s. He worked the Western Circuit, which is Wyoming, Oregon, and Washington, traveling from show to show in an old pickup with more miles than common sense. One night he was driving from Pendleton, Oregon to Yakima, Washington. He had just crossed the Columbia River and was starting up towards Suquamish Pass when nature called. So he pulled off the road and ducked into the trees and did what needed doing. As he walked back towards the truck, he heard it, a heavy thumping sound. Not footsteps, not an engine, more like someone or something was smacking a tree with a baseball bat. Now, Edwin had heard the stories about how Bigfoot communicates with wood knocks in the forest of the Pacific Northwest. So, in what he later called a moment of pure stupidity, he picked up a tree limb and knocked right back. At first, well, nothing. Then came the reply. Not another thump, but a hailstorm of rocks. Not pebbles, mind you. Edwin swears that they were boulders raining down from the darkness above. He dove for cover under a fallen log until the pelting stopped. When the silence returned, he crawled out, sprinted for the truck, and just before climbing in, he glanced back towards the tree line. There, an 18-foot pine was shaking violently. Then, from the woods, came a scream. A long guttural roar that he said, and I quote, rattled my insides. He slammed the door, stomped the gas, and didn't slow down until he hit the Yakima city limits. Well, Edwin, that is quite the story, my friend, and I can confirm that you were deep in the Bigfoot country. There have been sightings, sounds, and strange happenings in that area for decades. Thank you for sharing that memory. Now, as always, if you have a spooky or mysterious encounter of your own, I'd love to hear it. Send it my way at ronsamazingstories.com, and I'll read it if I can.
It's Halloween time. The time for leprechauns, banshees, pixies, and hobgoblins to hold their annual powwow.
Yes, and the old witch rides through the skies on her broom.
Not this year, Lena. This year she streaks across the Milky Way with her knobby knees buckled into Bob Hope's toothbrush. There she goes.
But how would the witch get to know Bob Hope?
She accepted a blind date with him, the poor soul.
Sounds very romantic. Bing, I'll bet your kids have great plans for Halloween.
Yes, but I nipped them in the blueprint stage.
Oh, why don't you let them go out and have a little fun?
Fun? On Halloween, that demolition gang of mine makes a flock of termites look like a busy little builders. This year they're going to settle for a jack-o'-lantern, and that's all.
Have you got a pumpkin yet?
No, we're just going to stick a candle in Brother Everett's mouth. He lights up very easily. But I must say that Halloween has done much to advance the American way of life. A joyous season. And a welcome date on our calendar.
Golly, what a wallop! He rang the bell again.
He's feeling his Cheerios. Yes, Cheerios, that energizing breakfast cereal made from oats. Good, old-fashioned, nourishing oats, all ready to eat. Cheerios gives you a kind of nourishment that really counts. Cheerios is a cereal that really helps you build up strength and energy. So for your better breakfast, always start with Cheerios. Cheerios. Cheerios.
That was episode number 710, and it was brought to you by Audible. Head to audibletrial.com/Ron's Amazing Stories and get yourself a free audiobook today. You help the show if you do it. Thank you, Audible. If you want to follow the podcast or the blog, head to ronsamazingstories.com. There you will find any of the links that I mentioned and how to contact us. Do you want to help the show? The best thing you can do is to tell your friends all about us and leave reviews and comments wherever you listen. Clicking that follow or like button helps us grow. Thank you for listening, and I hope you come again to find out what are Ron's Amazing Stories.
All of the vintage audio used in the podcast is believed to be in the public domain. Ron's Amazing Stories does not own the rights to any of the old-time radio used here. If you hold the rights to any of the shows played, please contact us immediately at ronsamazingstories.com.